I don't know about you, but I enjoy fresh, delicious, clean, crisp water. Hey guys, it's Carmen with Duo, and our friends from SimPure sent out this reverse osmosis system for us to test out. And I just did a quick install, and I want to explain to you the installation process. It's very straightforward. It took me about 20 minutes, and that included gathering tools. So first things first, these are the directions on how to install the unit itself, and these are the instructions on how to install the faucet part. We're going to get to that in just a minute. First thing you're going to do is down here you have your water supply line for your cold water supply. You want to turn that off. You're going to disconnect that, and you can see this T bracket, which comes with an on-off switch, is the first thing we're going to install. I installed that, installed the cold water line, and then the first thing I did was turn the water back on to ensure that there was no leaks. Once I identified that there was no leaks, I was able to plug in the provided water inlet supply line directly into the water supply line and into the reverse osmosis machine right here, identified as the inlet water, and as well, the white hose identifies it as inlet water. Let me pull this out because this was one of the options that I installed here. That way I could pull it all the way out. I didn't cut my hoses short. That way when it comes time to replace the filter, you can do that. So you can see that the water line inlet is right here. And now the blue line is our water outlet. This is what's going up to the faucet up top. Now, before we get to the faucet up top, if you have a soap dispenser, this was the easiest thing for me to remove. I removed this instead of drilling through my countertop. And the best part is this is the exact same setup with this type of screw mechanism that is on the fountain up top. Once we get that installed, you're just gonna run your water inlet line. It comes with a 1/4 inch to a 1/8 inch connection. It's got the shark bite, which is great because you don't have to worry about any leaking. You just make sure that you cram your hose all the way in there and then pull it a little bit just to make sure that it doesn't come out. It also provided with the installation kit, it comes with these wonderful little spacers. I haven't installed these yet, but what these are gonna do is these are gonna prevent the shark bites from popping up. So you can use these right here and just slide them between the bracket and the water supply line, like so here. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna prevent this hose from coming out. Now this hose is definitely not gonna come out. Okay, so we installed the white hose, we installed the blue hose, this is where the water is coming from. Now the last thing you're gonna wanna install is the wastewater, and this is the one where you're gonna have to drill. I know that sounds scary, but you're gonna use a 1/4 inch drill bit, and it comes with a provided installation that you're gonna just drill right through. What I did is I used a Phillips head screwdriver and I stuck it through the hole to make sure that my bracket was aligned perfectly, so that way my wastewater was going directly in there and nowhere else. Securely fasten that with your Phillips head screwdriver. I used a crescent wrench and a drill. Those are the only 3 tools you need. Once you have all of that connected, we can slide this system under the sink here. We're gonna plug it in, and then we're gonna go ahead up top and we're gonna turn it on to make sure everything is working. So we have all this done. We're gonna go ahead and plug it in. And you can see all 3 lights are on. Water is pumping in through it. So now let's come on up top so you can see what the faucet up top looks like. So this is what your faucet assembly looks like. Again, we removed our soap dispenser, so therefore we didn't have to drill any extra holes. And just like that, you can hear the faucet is kicking on. It's pumping the water. Now, I just turned this on, so it's gonna be a little spotty, but it's gonna start flowing. You're gonna wanna flush this for about 20 minutes, just like you would with any other water filtration system. After 20 minutes, your water should be clean, crisp, and clear. Reverse osmosis water is gonna taste delicious. Thank you again to our friends over at SimPure for sending this out for us to test. We absolutely love it, and we can't wait to enjoy crisp, delicious water.